This is practical. This is immediate. This is to the heart. I give you Thoth. You are not the one who is designed to bring order to the seemingly random experiences that occur as you learn to be aware of the spiritual nature of your reality. This shift is pronounced and immediate. It begins with the recognition that you have senses you have not been using. You must become accustomed to receiving stimuli in this form, and you must allow yourself to integrate the kind of consciousness that is born out of consistently witnessing reality in these ways. You have another challenge that you must embrace right now. Many around you do not even register the existence of these stimuli to the extent that they are to remain in ways of being that continue to deny the awareness you are birthing within you. You must leave them. This leaving does not necessarily mirror in physical form. You may well stay near the same people, yet you must be willing to allow your experience of being alive to be wholly independent from what they are. This is as simple as learning to fly in a world where all around you stay on the ground and don't ever look up. To allow yourself to go beyond the range of their gaze is to accept an understanding of yourself and this reality that puts you in a greater position of loneliness. This loneliness is ready to change. Humanity is leaving a phase of preparation, and the new phase has already begun. Humanity has been preparing for this, and to register deep within you that you have already done much more work than you measure is to feel a fulfillment that you have earned. There are important reasons we did not help you accept this until now. We nurtured the potential within you to be independent because you needed to be able to go back and forth between the experience of accessing this greater dimensionality and returning to be present with those who don't. To bridge these ways is to carefully and persistently open the world to that which needs to be. This transition has taken time. And if you are to experience that a greater dimensionality allows you to not only understand yourself, but also know the world in a broader way, then you can begin to accept from the perspective of what was normal, learning to look up. You will find that most of you have been skipping this step. The most common experience is that individuals learn to access greater dimensionality and transition between what was and what will be abruptly. The in-between spaces are sacred, yet you could not linger in a careful examination of the way the world is being born, because it was not possible to keep it focused within your consciousness until now. Until now, it was far more productive to invite many of you to transition quickly into a broader dimensional awareness. And in this transition, you were immediately taken away from what you have known. This was essential because you needed to be shielded from the witness of those who could not believe. Their doubt had an impact that was detrimental in the most fundamental of ways. It has destroyed you to be witnessed by those who do not believe. You have been struggling for quite a while with the power of the active refusal to believe in what you are. This struggle has been extremely painful, and we have done our best to mitigate this pain by carrying you into spaces within yourself that mere spaces within the world that are out of reach of the witness of those who will not believe. And in this work, something has been born. A new form of consciousness for humanity has been taking form for several decades. And in this birth, the integrity of the consciousness itself has a deepened strength that can now withstand the witness of a horrifying skepticism. This is akin to taking a seedling that has been protected from the elements outside to be planted. This is akin to you opening your eyes to find that you are already floating above the ground. To bridge the gap between the extra sensory awareness that you have been nurturing and the normal that you once knew is to learn to return to what you used to be and then carefully look up, without needing to immediately return to the wide open awareness that activates your third eye and opens your heart and empowers your gut to resonate and respect the environments around you. You will simply learn to see that something is happening. Something very special is happening now. This was not happening 10 years ago. For several decades, a certain phase of transformation has been underway. Spirit has been moving around the earth like a dancing rhythm, like a river of resonant space, activating and moving people within communities and within themselves. As this spirit moved through a region of the earth, it resonated much more deeply with those who were able to respect it. Any degree to which an individual was able to perceive the presence of this momentum activated a connection between the one who saw and witnessed and the spirit itself. The spirit is conscious. This is, in many respects, the blood of the earth, active, alive, aware, and weaving those it finds into the Gaian mind. The Gaian mind is a space that enables all who resonate in harmony to participate with a greater breadth of individuality than anything you have yet experienced. And yet this individuality is entirely dependent upon accepting a greater depth of presence within your body. The resistance between a deep awareness that this deeper commitment will bind and hold you and the ecstasy that it liberates to accept this commitment has been astonishingly difficult for many to bear. And in this tension, it was necessary that spirit ripple through communities and leave. It was necessary that the ebb and flow of the presence of the quickening vibrations give space for repair, recovery, and empowerment. And as time passed, those who were early to perceive this presence were witnessed more frequently. As they were able to integrate the activations that they had experienced, they called spirit closer through the very nature of their embodiment. The more they resonated, the more they called this blood to them, the more they were visited by the vibrations of this blood, the more deeply they were empowered and transformed. To recognize that the breaks in the presence were necessary is to understand that there was a vast difference between those who witnessed the Spirit and resisted it and those who witnessed the Spirit and embraced it. There was a crucial need to distinguish those who were able and willing to stay as much as they could, just as if you were brought a fire and taught to keep it alight. If the fire had kept flowing through every community, we would never have been able to discover who would keep it lit without its return. And now that this has been determined, a new depth of presence is possible. Those who are capable of holding these fires are able to connect with an ongoing flow to amplify the presence. And this ongoing flow is weaving the fabric of the body of the earth herself. As humanity expands the presence of the living planet, we are here to teach you how to become something beyond all you have known. To be present with the ongoing flow is to embrace a deepening commitment. It is to recognize that a certain depth of fear has been constant. Much like a mammal who breathes the air at the surface of the ocean, you have been able to dive deeply, but you have had to return, and you have had to measure your ability to go down and how far you could stay, based in the depth of your breath. Now, the blood will reach you wherever you go. The breath of the earth will find you, and this will change who you are and how you function in a way you cannot expect. To liberate yourself in this way is to begin to take deeper risks. You are invited to recognize that it is time to come to life. Take on the challenges you have been nurturing. Realize that we have been giving you dreams and that we empower you to make these dreams real now. How will you choose, knowing that you have the inner resolve and the resources that you require to live a magnificent life and to fuel the dreams that you most desire to make real?